Judge Jedi. So the question of debate today is, will Trevor Bauer ever play in an MLB game again?
The answer is no. I would love to timestamp it, dude. We got to get better at timestamping stuff. I said it from day one. He would never pitch in the MLB again, and it has nothing to do with skill set, pitchability, anything like that. Talent, nothing. It has to do with the fact that in today's day and age, it is a serious risk with media, women's rights, sexual harassment victims, whole nine yards, right? No matter what the story was of the girl being, an absolute psychopath, because I think, for lack of better terms, because I saw her on the interview the other day, she was just like insane. Like, it just popped across my feed. She's nuts. But regardless what the optics are, or regardless what the truth is, the optics are telling a different story. So it's there's just no way. And I compare it to like Cam Newton. You know what I mean? Like, it's a red flag. And if I'm running a team, do I want that negative attention around my ball club all year? Media, reporters, whole nine yards. Do I want that? I don't.
Deepaw, what is your stance on this?
Yes, Your Honor. I do believe my client Trevor Bauer will pitch again in Major League Baseball. He has so much talent, and he has always succeeded pitching. I know on the field he has done it. I know there's been off the field issues that he may or may not have come across, but my client, yes, he will pitch again in Major League Baseball. Some team will need to take a chance, and they're going to, everything else, whether it's true or not, or the negative backlash that will come across, winning on the baseball field will eventually supersede whatever repercussions that's going to be. And it will be to a contender as well. I don't think it'll happen this year, but I think he's going to stay healthy, and I think next year he does sign with the contender.
All right, there you have it. Did anybody have any closing remarks that they wanted to say before I give my final?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Yes, I would, Your Honor. I believe in Major League Baseball right now, you don't have a team that's like has that culture of positivity like we've seen with like the New England Patriots in the past. So what team in the MLB has that culture that could bring in a guy with negative energy around him, whether media stories, X, Y, and Z, and be able to bring them in and make that a success story? I don't see one.
It's the Mariners.
It's not.
It's the Mariners.
No one. This is supposed to be uninterrupted.
It
Judge?
is.
Thank you. I request for
objection.
I request for 10 more seconds.
Sure, I don't know the proper court term.
Sustained.
Yes.
So there's no amount of money that can be made from bringing Trevor Bauer in. They will make more money staying away from that because they're not going to gain any fans by bringing in Trevor Bauer, regardless of winning games. In fact, they're probably going to lose some support.
Now, all you would clearly have to do is walk into these GM's offices and play that interview of the woman who's extorting him, who failed unsuccessfully to extort him. The dude is getting blackballed. I don't know if it's by Rob Manfred personally. I've seen some things about that recently, but he deserves a job because he is a supreme talent in his sport and in his profession, and he's getting robbed.
All right, I do appreciate both of your opinions on this take, but to finally give my opinion on this, will Trevor Bauer ever play in the MLB again? And this is probably the biggest split question I will have to ever answer, but if I have to go with my gut right now, I will probably say he will never play in the MLB again. And the reasoning is because as much as I do want him to play in the MLB again, and I think that he does deserve a chance, if it hasn't happened now, it's not going to happen. And I think the fact that he came out more than 3 weeks ago at this point and said he's willing to play for the league minimum and even had a former player offer to pay that, and nobody's still taking a bite. You haven't even heard a tweet of someone saying, oh, they're interested. I don't think it's ever going to happen, which is really sad.
I do want to go on record and say I do think the woman should be thrown in jail. I do want to go on record and say that.